It's the book of Jeremiah 2 and 3. Israel was holiness unto the Lord, and the first fruit of his increase. All that devour him shall offend, evil shall come upon them, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Brachah Kodash, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Goremriston who rule and teach word, and peace and salutation to all you sincere brothers who are teaching these words in sincere truth worldwide. Shalom. I'm going to read again. This is the book of Jeremiah 2 and 3. Israel was holiness unto the Lord, and the first fruit of his increase. All that devour him shall offend, evil shall come upon them, says Yahweh. So we, the Israel, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, we are the holiness of who? The Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh, the Lord, And how we become holy is by what? The covenant that Messiah have made with us through his servant Moses, in the time of when we came out of Egypt, in the wilderness, So we still under the covenant until this day. So we are considered holy until this day, though we come short of the glory of the Heavenly Father. We disobey him, we break his covenant, but we still have war. Mosiah still love us, still considers us as his people until this day, Though now he have turned his back, from us, but soon he's gonna what? He's gonna shine his face again upon us, man. So right now Mosiah let us to be in the hand of our enemies, the enemies to do whatever they want to do to us, to the point that now they took us and put us in captivity. When I say they took us, these other nation, they all took us in and put us in captivity, man. To begin in the time of Judges, until this day, man, we are in the hand of Esau, man. So I may say, since we came out of Egypt, we were in bondage, we came out of Egypt, we went into our land, the land that Mosiah given us, but our people start war, mingle with these other nation idols, and they worship the idols of these other nations, the heathens, the Gentiles, and we become war. Despised of Mosiah or rejected of Mosiah, and right now we are in the hand of our enemies, in the hand of the heathens, all this great empire that have been before, we were in their captivity, man. From Babylonian to Egypt, to today, the great Babylon again, or the modern day Babylon, which is America, which is ruled by Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. We are still in captivity, man. So all these nations, this empire that have been on the earth have devoured us. They have put us in slavery. So Mosiah say, well, evil is gonna come upon you as he say, and evil means all bad time. So whatever you have done to us, prepare to be done to you as well. All the affliction, the oppression, the atrocity, by you putting us in slavery, prepare to be done to you as well, man. You other nations, So yes, you nations, you're gonna go into captivity, and you're gonna serve underneath us forever. You're gonna be our subject forever, because the kingdom to come, we're gonna be those people to rule this earth in a true way, in righteousness, and we're gonna be perfected, and we're not gonna go off, and our rulership is gonna be forever. So right now we are in the hand of you nations, but soon Mosiah is gonna take us out of your hands and place us back to our land, and we're gonna do to you whatever you have, as you have done to us. As they say, whatsoever a man sows, he shall also reap, as it is written in the book of Galatians. So you put us in captivity, you prepare to be put in captivity. This is a book of Luke 4 and 21. Be of good cheer, O my children. Cry unto the Lord, and he will deliver you from the power and the hand of the enemies. And that's what we do right now. We are mourning and we're crying to the Heavenly Father to save us from the hand of our enemies, to take us out of this oppression, and believe me or not, Mosiah is heading our prayer, man. And soon it's gonna do as he planned to do, man. And he's gonna come and deliver us and destroy these nations, weaken this nation, and also put them in our control. He's gonna put all these nations that seem to be powerful and now into our into our control, man. We're gonna be over them, and we're gonna rule them with a load of iron, I'd say in the Bible. If I may read, and that rulership, it's gonna be first and foremost under the Lord Himself and the elect men, and women, and then the whole house of Israel, that those who are gonna die in this side, that are gonna come back, they're all gonna have the benefit of the kingdom. They're gonna have servants and rulership, So this is a book of Revelation 2:25. We say, "Well, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come." So what we have right now, this truth, this knowledge, the gift of faith that the Most High have bestowed unto us. So we need to hold on, man, to continue in that hope. Believe everything that is written, because everything that is written in the Bible are true, and it's going to come to pass. All the prophets that are written, it's going to come to pass, And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. So all them that are gonna endure to the end, gonna endure the time of temptation, those who are gonna continue to worship the Heavenly Father and his beloved Son, in sincerity and in truth, Mosiah is gonna deliver them from the hand of their enemies, and he said what? He will give power over the nation. To him would I give power over the nation. So he's going to give us power over the nation. And when we get power, it means what? We're going to put this other nation in subjection. We're going to do whatever we want to this other nation. And Mosiah is going to put his spirit in us, man. So we're going to do according to the bidding of the Heavenly Father. We're going to see their faults and the wickedness that they've done to our people, man. We're going to see in the spirit, man. And as it goes on, and he shall rule them with a load of iron, and the vessel of potter shall they be broken to shiver, even as I receive of my Father. And I will give him a morning star. He that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says unto the churches. So we're going to have a harsh rulership toward these other nations, man, because they didn't treat us well, And the Bible says they have devoured us, man. So we're going to devour them, We're going to make them feel the pain as they have done, they have made us feel, man. I may go back to the book of Luke 24 and 22, 21. It says, "Oh, be of good cheer, O my children, cry unto the Lord, and he will deliver you from the power and the hand of the enemies." And that is getting ready to happen soon, man. The Lord is going to come to deliver us from the power, and the hand of our enemies, man. The power be Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and this other nation as well, man. They're all oppressing our people in one way or another. For my hope is in the everlasting, that he will save you. Who is everlasting? The Heavenly Father, the Ancient of Days, the power that have no beginning, which is who? Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushua. He will save you, He will save us through his Son, man, Yahushua Masha, And joy is come unto me from the Holy One, because of the mercy which shall soon come unto you from the everlasting our Savior. Yeah, man, we need to say, we're not going to be saved because we are so righteous or we're so perfect. No. We're going to be saved through the mercy of the Lord, man. Through his beloved Son, Yahushua Mashiach, who died for the sins of the world of Israel 2,000 years ago. So in this time we can be saved, you know. So we're gonna be saved through the mercy, not because we are so righteous, we're so perfect. Look at the condition of our people. Look the way they behave themselves. That's alone it tell you, man, how wicked we become, you know, by walking away from the way of the Heavenly Father. You know, our people are murdering each other on the street, selling each other drugs. So we are not perfect, we are not righteous like now, but we are still the holiness of the Heavenly Father. And the Lord is going to come and show mercy again, you know, through His Son, Yahushua Mashiach, and deliver us from the hand of our enemies, you know, from them that are too powerful than us, which including Esau, Edom, and the rest of this other nation. You know, for I sent you out with mourning and weeping, but Mosiah will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever. You know, like as now the neighbor of Zion have seen your captivity. So all these nations, they have seen our captivity, they have seen our oppression, they have seen us going to slavery. You know, they have seen us being tortured. You know, because they are the one who did it. You know, you are the one who did it. You are the nation. You Arabs, you so-called white people, you so-called Chinese people, you so-called Japanese, you know, you so-called Ethiopians, Somalians, you know, all you Kushite tribes, you know, and the rest of you nations, man, they all seen our captivity because you take part of that. You take part of putting us in slavery and torturing us. So shall they see shortly your salvation from our power, which shall come upon you with great glory. And the Lord is going to come with a great glory by the way of all the chariot, you know, the so-called UFO. All these nations, they're going to see him coming. As it say in the book of Revelation 1:7, which leads, behold, he cometh with a crowd. Crowd is a metaphor for what? For the chariot of the Heavenly Father, which is the so-called UFO. The so-called UFO, you know, which the word known it as the so-called UFO, I may say. And every eye shall see him. So everyone that's going to be in the planet Earth in that day is going to see the Lord coming. You know, and they also which pierced him, and all the kindred of the earth shall worry because of him. Even so, amen. They're going to be worried because why? The Lord is going to bring death and destruction upon these nations, man. You know, because of what? Of evilness that they have done to us, man. You know, that's why, you know, as goes on as well. For I sent you, as now the neighbor of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they see shortly your salvation from our power, which shall come upon you with a great glory and the brightness of the everlasting. My children, suffer patience, the last that is come upon you from Mosiah, for thine enemies has persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shall tread upon his neck. So we're going to see the destruction of Esau, Edom, the so-called one man, the number one enemies of the nation of Israel, you know, and the rest of these other nations, because they all persecute us, they all put us in slavery, they all torture us, they all afflict us with many afflictions, man. You know, to begin, we can't even mention them all, man, because from the time they put us in chains, man, we suffer a lot, man. You know, they put our children as arrogant bait. They open the womb of the Israelitish woman and take out the fetus or the unborn child, crush the unborn child and left the woman dying there, you know, bleeding to death. You know, they used to boil our people in the sugar. You know, whatever it seemed good to them to do, or it seemed well for them to do for us, they done it, man. They used to chop the breast of the Israelite women as well. You know, so many evil that they have done. The lynching. You know, the list goes on and on. You know, so all that you have done, it's gonna be done to you, as the Lord say. You know, But shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck. And we're gonna tread upon your neck. But first we're gonna take you in captivity, you know. All you nation, and as I'm gonna read it, it's a war. It's a book of Revelation 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. You know, all you nations have put us in captivity, man. You know, from the Babylonian to the Edomite rulership right now. You know, no one of you have spared us, man. You all put us in captivity. You all oppress us. You all afflict us. You know, as it goes on, so he that kills with a sword must be killed with a sword. So you Edomite to begin with, because you are the number one people on this planet Earth who have been blessed with a sword, you know, and you have used that sword against the people of Mosiah, man, which we are, the Israel, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native America, you know. You have used that sword in a wicked way, you know, by slaughtering the people of Mosiah, you know, to begin with the so-called Native America. When you Edomite went in the land of America, what did you do? You slaughtered the men and the women and children, the old and young, you know, of the so-called Native America, you know. They receive you in peace, but you did it, you what? You turn against them, you know. And not forget the Judites as well. When you brought us in the land of America, what did you do? You continue to kill our people. So you're gonna be what? Be killed with the sword, you know. So that blessing was actually the curse for you, Edomite, you know. No. Here is the passion and the faith of the saints. Who are the saints? Israel. So we are suffering passion right now. But soon we're gonna see, man, your destruction, and we're gonna do to you as you have done to us. So we're gonna put you, all you nation, in captivity, in slavery, and you're gonna suffer the same as we have suffered, even double, you know. So I mean, there I say shalom to the hopeful elect, Yahweh Shem Yoshabrakta.